Hello, Dragon Slayers. This is Dr. Tom Bittker, and I welcome you to our Dragon Slaying podcast on June 13th, 2025. This podcast embraces topics such as self-transformation, recovering from trauma, general health issues, longevity, athletics, music, including the history of rock and roll, uh, drama, film, politics, economics. My background is as a historian, physician, cultural anthropologist, and in medicine, my interests are in transforming people and helping them achieve their heroic potential. Should you wish to sponsor this podcast, please send me an email. My email address is drtom.author at gmail.com. Again, drtom.author at gmail.com. In the email, please include your contact information. Tell me a bit about yourself and your organization and the message that you'd like to convey. Our people will reach out to you as soon as we receive that. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the history of this podcast, because I've discovered, this is, by the way, the book Dragon Slaying, recently an Amazon bestseller. I've been advised that our podcast audience has grown exponentially, and so we're now approaching, my understanding is that we're well into 5, if not 6 figures. So what this podcast began as a way of conveying some of the information from our book, Dragon Slaying, but to amplify that. So originally the subject was heroic self-transformation, and the people we spoke to were people who have made that heroic transformation in their own way. Subsequently, the podcast began to cover subjects such as music, art, film, politics, most recently, neurotheology, and the Bible. As a cultural anthropologist, I'm interested in organizing myths and those kinds of myths that best determine the course of one's life. So if you're interested in those subjects, stay tuned. Demand of self-transformation is ongoing. If you think about it, as we develop as a child, we learn to accommodate to the culture. We learn basic skill sets, manners, etiquette, sports rules, integrity. Some of us, if we're fortunate, were raised in a traditional religious tradition where we were taught the significances of the covenant of Noah, and then subsequently the 10 Commandments. Later, if we knew something of history, we understood the foundations of the Democratic Republic. But all of that is a way of saying that on this podcast, we focus on growth. We want people to become aware. We want people to make good choices. And we try to inform you as much as possible with as much information that you can use to help you make wise choices. If you can take responsibility for yourself and you're capable of discipline, you might enjoy these podcasts. I look forward to hearing from you again. Again, should you wish to reach me, you can email me at drtom.author. So it's drtom.author at gmail.com, and include your email address, your cell phone number, and questions that you may wish to ask me. In addition, should you wish to be interviewed on this podcast, send your proposals to us. I look forward to hearing from you all. Be well.